Hello, I am gonna explain the important question of organization and commerce of management for board exam 2022 of Maharashtra board. In this video, I am gonna explain the paper pattern with important question too. So let's begin with question number 1 will be of objectives. Question number 1 objectives will be of 20 marks. In question number 1 you will be having sub question A, B, C and D. You can see here there are 10 sub question is given here, but in your exam there will be only 4 sub question will ask. There will be not be 10 questions. Out of this 10, any 4 will be asked in your exam, each for 5 marks each, and in each question there will be the 5 questions. Example, if question number 1A, select the correct option and rewrite the sentence they ask. So in this question there will be the 5 fill-ups, means MCQs, in which you have to ask. There is no option for the questions, but you have to remember out of this 10 any 4 will be asked, not every 10 question will be asked. So you have to study every 10 questions, every 10 this A to till Z, sorry A to T till Z you have to read, and out of this any 4 will be asked. This is about question number 1 and it is based on objectives. After that your question number 2 will be the explain the following terms. There will be the 6 terms. Out of that you have to attempt any 4, and here I have written 24 terms. Out of this 100% they asked, so you have to do this one only. After that question number 3 will be of case study. In case study there will be the 3 case study. Out of that you have to attempt only 2. And here in chapter number 4 I have mentioned one note that you can leave this chapter as optional for only for case study, because if you see there are total 7 chapters, there are total 8 chapters in your OCM, but out of that one chapter is omitted for reduced syllabus, so only the case study of that chapter is omitted for case study. Other things are coming, no, not whole chapter of 8. See, so here if you see that, so if they will ask 3, they will not, they will definitely ask 3 case study. If they will ask one from chapter number 3, one for chapter number 5 and one from chapter number 4, then you can leave one case study as optional, because you have to attempt only 2. So if you are reading chapter number 4 also for the case study, but in chapter number 4 there is a 5 or 4 case studies there, so instead of reading this lengthy things, you can do just skip that part, okay. But if you want to do, just it is up to you, you want to do it. But just I am giving the example, because examiner won't be asked 3 or 2 case study from one chapter. They have to ask the 3 case study from different chapters. They are unable to do so, okay. So that's why agree with me and just skip chapter number 4 for the point of view of case study. Another you can read from that chapter. And question number 4 will be the distinguish between. You have to attempt any 3 out of 4, okay. While writing distinguish between, you always remember, always keep in your mind that the thing is you have to first write the meaning, and then you can write any point whichever you want, but you can't skip the meaning, because if you skip the meaning you will lose your marks, okay. In any subject, either it is economics, SP or OC, you have to write first meaning, and then you can write further whatever you want, any point, okay. You can jumble the order of the any point, but first you have to write the meanings, okay. In distinguish, see, in second chapter there is a planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating and controlling. Out of these 6, any one pair will ask, means they may ask planning and organizing, planning and controlling, coordinating and directing, staffing and directing. Yes, anything they may ask. So any one pair will definitely come in your paper. After that, current account, saving account, fixed deposit, commercial bank and central bank, life insurance and fire insurance and marine insurance, then e-commerce and traditional business, e-commerce, e-business, likewise. Okay, now from the fifth topic, that is the district commission, state commission and national commission. Out of these three, one pair will 100% ask, means they may ask district and state and national and district, any one pair. Okay, so one from point number 5 and one from point number 1 is definitely come. And after that, current account and saving account and fixed deposit account. Out of these three, commercial bank, central bank and life insurance, fire insurance and marine insurance. Out of these three, also one distinguish between will be always in your paper. So this is also one of the your advantages, means आपको 3 पढ़ना है and 1 will come. Then e-commerce, traditional business, e-commerce and e-business, BPO and KPO. Out of these three, one will also ask in your paper. Yes, one will be there in your paper. So if you see and distinguish between, there are 4 parts. First, point number 1 is the first part. Point number 2, 3 and 4 will be the second part. Point number 4, 5 and 6 will be the third part. And point number 5 will be the fourth part. So out of 4th part, 3 parts will be there in your exam. So you can skip any one part out of this. Okay, that will be the smart study. Whichever you think that is a lengthy study wala distinguish lengthy study wala part, you can skip that one, and remaining 3 parts you have to do. Okay, but you can't skip, like if you are doing first part whole, from the second part आप अगर सिर्फ लाइफ इंश्योरेंस, फायर इंश्योरेंस एंड मरीन इंश्योरेंस ही कर रहे हो एंड सेकेंड थर्ड नहीं कर रहे हो, एंड आफ्टर द 4, 5, 6 थर्ड पार्ट में से भी आप कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो, एंड 5, 5th पार्ट यू आर डूइंग, सो दिस विल बी द रिस्की वन. ओके, वैसा नहीं चलेगा. अगर आपको कोई पार्ट स्किप करना है, पूरा पार्ट यू कैन स्किप, बट फ्रॉम द अदर रिमेनिंग पार्ट्स यू हैव टू डू ऑल स्टडी. Okay, so that is for distinguish between. Then question number 5 will be the answer in brief. Answer in brief, there will be the 3 questions. Out of that you have to attempt the 2. While writing the answer in brief, this will be the structure, like first you have to write definition, then after meaning, first will be the meaning and then definition, then body of the answer and then conclusion. There are total 13 attempt the following question, just short answers है, there are 13. Then after that justify the following statement. आपको 4 दिया जाएगा, आपको just 2 attempt करना है for 8 marks. ओके, और आपको याद रखना justify का आंसर आपको पॉइंट्स में लिखना है, आपको पैराग्राफ्स नहीं लिखना है. just remember that. Okay, there are total 12 justification you have to read. Okay, and always remember the answer should be in points, not in paragraph like essay writing. क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 में आपको कुछ नोट दिया है और वहाँ पे आपको 4 क्वेश्चन होंगे, आपको 2 ही लिखना है फॉर 10 मार्क्स. नोट क्या है, क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन विल बी रिपीट किया, मीन्स जो भी क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 में हमने क्वेश्चन रीड किए हैं वही सेम क्वेश्चन आपको क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 में है. मीन्स जो क्वेश्चन 5 में टोटल 13 क्वेश्चन है वही आपको यहाँ पे रिपीट होना है. मीन्स उसमें से कोई क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 में पूछेंगे, दे विल आस्क इन क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 एंड सम रिमेनिंग क्वेश्चन विल बी आस्क इन क्वेश्चन नंबर 7. अभी आपको सिर्फ 13 क्वेश्चन ही पढ़ना है और आपका 2 क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 एंड क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 प्रिपेयर हो जाएगा. यस, आफ्टर दैट your last question number 8. Question number 8 will be the answer in details. यहाँ पे आपको जो क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे वो आपको डिटेल में लिखना है. So there are total 7 and 8 question are there. There are total 8 question which you have to prepare before your exam. Okay, while writing answer in detail आपका देखो एक स्ट्रक्चर रहेगा. फर्स्ट आपको इंट्रोडक्शन लिखना है, फिर आपको मीनिंग लिखना है, फिर आपको डेफिनेशन लिखना है, फिर आपको बॉडी ऑफ द आंसर लिखना है, फिर आपको कंक्लूजन लिखना है. अभी आपको पता नहीं होगा बॉडी ऑफ द आंसर क्या है, बट देखो बॉडी ऑफ द आंसर ये होता है। एग्जाम्पल आपको पूछा व्हाट इज़ इंश्योरेंस, एक्सप्लेन द प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ इंश्योरेंस। तो आपका जो भी प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इंश्योरेंस है, देयर आर 8 और 7 प्रिंसिपल्स है, तो वो जो इंश्योरेंस का प्रिंसिपल है दैट इज़ द बॉडी ऑफ द आंसर। और इंट्रोडक्शन में आपको इंश्योरेंस के बारे में समझ व्हाट इज़ इंश्योरेंस, इंश्योरेंस क्या होता है। यस, जनरली इंश्योरेंस का एग्जिस्टेंस मीन्स इंश्योरेंस कब अनाउंस हुआ था, इंश्योरेंस का इंडिया में कहाँ पे ब्रांच है, कौन सा है, नो फलाना एंड ऑल, वो आपको समझाना, डेफिनेशन देना। और डेफिनेशन आपको ऑलवेज डबल इन्वर्टर कॉमा में ही लिखना है। अगर आपने इन्वर्टर कॉमा नहीं किया तो आपका डेफिनेशन में आपका मार्क्स लूज हो जाएगा और सब में कट योर whole marks. So this is for definition, and your important question is over here. Some note is there. That question number 5, question number 7 and question number 8 question will be asked in any question number. Means कि आपका question number 5 में टोटल 13 क्वेश्चन है, प्लस क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 तो आपको बोला रिपीट होगा तो उसमें 0 क्वेश्चन है, प्लस क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 में आपका टोटल क्वेश्चन नंबर कितना है, इट इज़ लाइक 8, सो इक्वल टू 21। आपका टोटल 21 क्वेश्चन जो है वो कहाँ पे भी रिपीट हो सकता है। मीन्स जो आपको पूछा है कि डिफाइन डायरेक्टिंग एंड एक्सप्लेन द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ इट, वो मैंने क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 में दिया है, बट इन योर एग्जाम वो क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 में भी आ सकता है और 5 में भी आ सकता है। सिमिलरली आपको मैंने पूछा है एक्सप्लेन द 14 प्रिंसिपल ऑफ हेनरी फ्यूल। हेनरी फ्यूल के 14 प्रिंसिपल को मैंने क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 में दिया है, लेकिन वो 5 में भी पूछ सकते हैं, 7 में भी पूछ सकते हैं, 8 में भी पूछ सकते हैं, कहाँ पे भी आएगा। लेकिन आपको यही 21 क्वेश्चन को पढ़ना है जो आपको कहाँ पे भी आएगा, बट यही 21 आएंगे। नो नीड टू डू other question, just do this one, it will be very very useful in your exam. You will be very happy when you see your question paper. Okay.